Hi everyone, it's Carrie from My Friends Call Me Martha. And yes, I got that nickname from my friends because I am probably a lot like Martha Stewart. I do like to craft and I love to bake things in the kitchen. And I'm here today with Braden, my son, who's here to help me because he loves YouTube and loves crafting with me some of the time. So first off, I just want to remind you that the Sweet Sunflowers Paper Pumpkin Kit from Stampin' Up! Is the next kit for August if you subscribe by August 10th. This is the kit that you will receive. And I am doing a promotion and tutorial that all my customers will get that I am doing in collaboration with 3 other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators that are on the same team as me. So that is a nice little surprise that you'll all get in your inbox each month that you're a Paper Pumpkin Kit subscriber. And with the months of July and August, Stampin' Up! Does the celebration sale. So if you do a prepaid subscription in either 3, 6, or 12 months, you can pick from free rewards that are in this catalog. Sorry, we're a little tired. We've been out at the pool since, what, 11 o'clock? Yes. And it's now 4 o'clock. We had some friends over and that was really fun. So this is also July's host code. So if you do want to order anything from Stampin' Up!, that is the host code that I would love for you to use. So also I am trying to grow my channel, so please like and subscribe to this video. Today we're going to be making junk journals, which I don't think they're junky at all. I think they're actually really fun to make. These are some that I made already. This is, I'll be honest, this was not Stampin' Up! Paper. This was old products that I had just sitting in my basement. But we're going to show you how to make one of these today. And you actually just use copy paper for the white pages and just add little journaling cards. You can add photos. So just a fun little gift, I think, to give to people or to make, to use up some of the scrap paper that you may have hanging around at home. And this paper is Stampin' Up! On the cover, but the little hot chocolate things were just from other scrapbook paper that I had. So again, I'm trying to use up all of my stuff before I go completely Stampin' Up! For everything in my craft room. So we are going to be using current Stampin' Up! Products to do this video. So we're going to be using the Hues of Happiness kit. And you can see it has some great florals, lots of bright colors, and I really love this paper, and I was kind of questioning myself as to why I haven't used it sooner. So we're going to take care of that today. So the first thing that you're going to want to grab is pick out the piece of paper that you are going to use for your cover of your journal. So this piece is 12 inches across by 8 inches high. And then to accent it, I picked a piece that is 3.5 by 12 inches, just to kind of break it up a little bit. And what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna glue this piece onto this with our tape runner. So do you want to try doing that?
Yes.
Okay, so you want to get tape runner like along each edge.
Okay.
And each border.
I forget how this thing works. Is it given?
Hold on.
Right.
Sometimes you have to, so if your edge isn't working, sometimes you just have to move it so the tape is near the edge. There you go.
Okay.
Perfect. That's okay.
And there we go.
Okay, perfect. So bring this back into view. And then it doesn't have to be like completely in the middle, but I do my best to I like it when it's in the middle. So you line up those edges Try to get it as straight as you can. Sometimes it is good to use liquid adhesive because it kind of gives you a minute to kind of play around and get it in the right place. I just hate how it makes my fingers feel afterwards. And then I can't remember, I don't think I scored this yet. So let's bring over our paper trimmer. And Stampin' Up's paper trimmer, it took me a long time to actually buy one of these because I thought I loved my other paper trimmer so much. But Stampin' Up gives you a cutting blade and a scoring blade on the same track, which it's good and bad. There are times that I've cut something when I actually wanted to score it, but now I'm pretty good at remembering which is which. So we're gonna score this in half at 6 inches. So we're gonna use the gray blade. Can you just run that along like twice? With a little pressure, perfect. So scoring the paper definitely helps so that you make sure your paper doesn't crack, although I find that Stampin' Up, the quality is a lot better. Some of the pieces of paper I went to use for my junk journals that I made, the paper started to tear at the seam. All right, so we're just gonna fold this in half, and that is the cover of our journal. However, we are gonna use a corner rounder. This is retired from Stampin' Up. If you have one, hold on to it because it is awesome. And then you just kind of press down, okay? And then the rounded corners just kind of make it look a little more finished. Okay, then you gotta go kind of hard, like evenly though.
Oh, like just.
Yeah, just kind of use your whole palm on,
okay.
like the whole thing goes down. Okay, and then that is the cover of our journal. And then I just picked up 2 pieces of cardstock to use on the inside, which I used navy blue because there was a lot of navy blue there, and then I used Magenta Madness. And these are 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper that I cut off 1/2 inch from the short side. So they now measure 8 by 11, and they're scored at 5.5. Yep.
So you can.
And then we're gonna also corner round all of these parts of our. So you want to try doing these?
Okay.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh, I see how this works now.
Yeah, it's like a sandwich.
I didn't think it like moved the edges or made them different looking.
Oh, you didn't see the rounded part? I got it.
See?
Okay.
Changes that.
Yes, it does.
Oh God.
It is kind of hard with the paper. It is hard. Okay, and then the same thing for my sheets. These are literally just copy paper. And again, they're 8 by 11, scored at 5.5. And I'm gonna put them in the journal in 2 sheets at a time. Okay, so you can start
Scoring them. Well, not really.
corner rounding.
I want to get it in there.
Perfect.
Then
Yep.
the other side. Like that.
Okay, and then these 2 sheets.
Oh, I'm doing double.
Yep.
They might have just saw the top of my head.
That's okay.
Doesn't matter.
Well, you just want to make sure it's like in the corner.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so now to assemble our journal.
I think I see how this will work.
See, this is just going to go in here, and then I'm going to put the white in here, and then I'm going to put the colored cardstock in there.
Then flatten it.
Yeah, and there's like some fancy ways of making this. Some people do, they make their own like pockets and stuff, but I kind of kept these relatively simple.
Then I guess you want to assemble.
Yeah, so that's your book. But now to get your book to stay together, you could definitely do just hole punches and then tie with ribbon. But I actually did buy a long-armed stapler. Yeah, I know. It literally, like, you could staple something very deep. So I just got this off of Amazon, and I want to say it was only like 14 bucks. I don't know. I didn't think that that was very expensive, where I'm planning to make a ton of these for craft fairs. So now I'm just opening the book and make sure I have everything relatively straight. And then what we're gonna do is staple along the seam 3 times. And I do it so the finished edge is out here and then the ickier staple part is on the inside. Now, Brayden, I am gonna do this because it does.
Yeah, I
You
can't really
have
see
to-
the scoring line.
I know, and you have to be really quick with it or the staples don't staple right. So that is one thing that you may want to test it out on something other than your finished project at first. Okay, so you can see my middle one here didn't even go through. And this one here didn't really either. So, all right. So this is going to be kind of tricky, but I have these little tweezers. Yeah, it is for my Cricut, but they work good for this project because I've had to do this a bunch of times at this point. So I got to learn how to edit videos so I can like take out these like outtakes where I mess up. Okay. All right, be careful. All right, let me.
And if you guys didn't know what a Cricut is, you can like print outlines or cutouts that you want to put on something.
Yeah, that is a good description of a Cricut. Thank you. It's kind of a, some people call it a cry cut.
A cry cut?
I sometimes cry when I'm making stuff with it.
Yeah.
Because it's frustrating when it doesn't work. That's why I've always enjoyed crafting when it doesn't involve a computer. Because I feel like I have absolute control and can make paper do whatever I want it to do. Okay, so now we're going to decorate the front of our journal. And some of the things that I pulled out already are, I cut out that shape from, this is from the Scalloped and Contours die set, and it's the largest one. Yep, and we're going to put that on the front. Like, I was thinking kind of like in the middle here, in between that. Okay, and
Liquid glue.
I'm going to do some liquid glue.
We're just in the middle.
I do liquid glue like when it's something big like this, and I know I don't have to touch the edge because I don't want glue all over me. Okay, so we're just going to center that on here. And then I also cut out a piece of vellum, and I like vellum because it just kind of tones down the color a little
Makes
bit.
it kind of lighter.
The challenge is that you can see adhesive. So we're not going to glue this down until we know for sure where we're going to put stuff. And this suite also with the paper does have a stamp set and a die cut that goes with it. And on this particular sheet of the designer series paper, it cuts out the flowers for you. So I have actually gone ahead and done that just to save us a little bit of time. So we have some pretty flowers. It does some of the leaves. The challenge is you can't cut things that are kind of like too close together because there is somewhat of an overlap of the dies. So I may have to run this through to get some more flowers. I don't know. This might be enough.
We hope.
Actually, I usually like to do things in threes,
And we
like odd
have
numbers.
4.
Yeah, so let's do a couple more flowers. Let's do this darker one. And then it is
it looks kind of tricky to center.
it is kind of tricky. So there was this little cutout part. You just kind of have to keep turning it until you figure it out. Like I said, this is literally the first time I'm using this set, but it's not too bad. Then this one you can kind of see there's a flat part to the flower. And if you didn't have a die cutting machine, you could obviously cut these by hand. That just would take you a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I need. All right, so I'm gonna go run this through. And for those of you that have watched my videos before, you kind of know I do like to use washi tape when I'm cutting out more than one thing, just to make sure that it stays in place and I can do one cut versus having to go through and line it up when it's on my machine. It just makes it a little bit easier. It does kind of take an extra couple of seconds, but it's worth it.
I think we have 6.
All right, so now we got to play around with kind of how we're gonna
place them.
And then we have our sentiment that I cut out from our painted labels dies. So let's get our sentiment done, and then we can, might make it a little bit easier to see where we want to put our flowers.
And this color is polished pink.
Thank you.
And we're gonna...
I love the font on this. See how the word happiness is?
Yeah, cursive.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna kind of hug my sentiment to the side because I am planning to kind of have the flowers go around this image.
That worked perfect.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's close up our ink pad so we don't get ourselves messy. Oh, I also had the ribbon that I forgot to... Oh, you know what? Maybe I can just do a bow. All right, so with our flowers...
What are we going to do to place them? We could do dimensionals.
I think we're going to use some dimensionals for sure. All right, let's... Are we in the view of the camera here? Come over a little bit more.
Okay. Now you guys can see.
All right, so...
We need to center this part.
Yep, I will. I just want to kind of like lay it out.
Oh, so it's like a gradient. That looks good. You can place it however you want.
Sometimes this is the challenge. All right, you know what? So I know the middle of this is going to be covered, so let's use the tape runner. Oh geez, the cat is coming in here, the dog's coming in here. Everybody wants to be YouTube famous. Hopefully they don't start fighting.
Oh no. Okay.
All right, I'm definitely going to use this flower.
When are we going to use our dimensionals?
I am going to use the dimensionals on...
Maybe that.
No, I think I want that to go under there. Sorry guys, usually I plan out stuff before I come live, but today we're just kind of winging it.
Or just seeing how we want it and see how good it looks. Scrap the idea if you don't like it.
Let's put this one up on dimensionals.
Okay. Where's the pad?
They are right. Oh wait, those are the baby ones. You want regular size. I'm gonna have to open a new package, I think.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. No, here we go. You should just need like 2.
Yeah, 2. One here. And one here.
Sometimes peeling the little backs off takes a second.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, and then I think I'm gonna kind of set that one up there. So we're just gonna put tape along this side of it. And then we're gonna add some more leaves down here. And then why don't you look in here for some like sparkly gems or something?
Some of these.
And then we're gonna have to be strategic because I can see a little piece of my,
With these.
yeah, the silver, or there's those rhinestones, or
you can use all of them.
there's those fun purple ones. So many choices right now. We have a lot of gems that are in the annual catalog.
These.
Lots of choices.
And these. Trying to go with one that could match.
I don't think I have any that are pink.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Well, those are kind of the
those.
closest. They're like, hold on. Let me see if there was one. Oh, these right there. These might work. This pink right here. Do you like those? I don't think I haven't used any of these yet. It's a brand new sheet.
Brand new.
I don't know why.
Yeah, let's use them.
Okay. Where's the take your pick tool? We're putting on.
Oh,
Is it over there?
No.
Uh-oh.
I know what you're talking about. It has like the putty.
Yes.
Okay.
Where is it?
Where is it? We used it.
Oh no. I can't survive without that.
Oopsie.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to use my scissors.
I touched one of our dog toys.
I'm like all thumbs here. This ribbon is not, it's like very floppy and I'm not.
Is it over here?
No. I cleaned up and I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
That's the moral of the story, folks.
Creativity is mercy.
We have the tweezers though. That could work.
Yeah, tweezers could work too.
Alright, so we're also going to throw this little bow on here to kind of help cover up our adhesive that we can see through.
We will hopefully find it after this
Alright,
video.
so let's see if I can do this without.
Ooh, maybe.
Oh, this matches awesome.
Yeah.
So, and again, we like to do things in odd numbers.
So 3 or.
And I might use this. Oh, I was afraid that was going to happen.
That just flew.
Yep. That's the danger of tweezers versus Mommy's other tool. There you have it. So now it's optional. You can definitely go in and add, you know, more flowers. Actually, this one we cut out and didn't use. We can stick this on this page to just embellish it a little bit. What I also like to do in the center where our ugly staples are is to add a little strip.
So it doesn't look ugly?
Yeah, but I think it's actually more on that side. So I can just put that. Just put some tape runner down the middle. And it just kind of camouflages and covers those staples up. The other amazing thing with this die set for this bundle is this little die right here. And this actually makes like a notebook edge, if you can see that. So you just put it on the edge of your paper with the numbers closest to the edge where you want the little notebook paper. I was going to do another piece, but I think our video is already pretty long.
Maybe 20 minutes.
And then, and I'm just going to put this, I think, right up here. So this would be super cute with a photo on the page and then writing on this little piece of paper. So you could put the photo like here and then write a little bit. So that is a junk journal, and I do think they need a new name because I don't like saying it's a junk journal when it's something that looks this pretty. So thank you guys for tuning in. Again, if you could like and subscribe, follow me over to Facebook, all of those wonderful things, I'd greatly appreciate it. Have a great day. You want to say bye?
Bye. And you can also add these.
Yeah, those
Bye.
you can find from scrapbook pads of paper. Sometimes they come with those cute little cutouts. So awesome. Thank you guys. Take care.